Like and subscribe, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Now let's get straight to it. African countries should not be doing business with countries that are racist toward their own people. No African country should be doing business with an American corporation knowing that America is a systemically racist society, and any country that does business with a racist country should know that they do not care about the African people. If they do not care about African people in their own country, then you know they don't care about Africans in Africa. This is only common sense. And any African leader who signs away his country's resources to a country that has colonized and enslaved them should not expect change. If when they have been treated poorly by these people in the past and the present, what do you expect them to do in the future? The only countries that African should be doing business with is Russia and Asian countries. Russia and Asian countries only. This is only common sense. And if your leaders are doing business with countries that are guilty of systemic racism, then your leaders are selling you out, and they are puppets. And eventually these countries will betray you. Too many times have I seen recently where lithium was discovered in one country, and they sold the rights to the lithium to Australia for 15 years. Now all of a sudden they're running into cost overruns. Who do they expect to pay the overrun? They're going to expect the African countries to do it. They've been set up. And these countries have been exploiting Africa for decades. So why would you expect change and you're still doing the same thing? Why would you expect them to respect you as intelligent people when they are abusing you and you know it? Three countries have broken away: Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali. And all of Africa should be supporting them. ECOWAS, ECOWAS, their countries are suffering, and their leaders are giving away their resources. Burkina Faso took all of those BS contracts and tore them up, and he is renegotiating deals with these countries that will make his country rich. And so is Mali and Niger. Niger has the fastest growing economy in Africa now because they have taken control over their resources for the people. They aren't giving their resources away, like Kenya, Uganda, and I think Ghana also. And they have, and I believe it was either Ghana or Uganda, had the audacity to ask African Americans in the diaspora to come back to Ghana. For what? You're being exploited. You're poor. You're being exploited. It would make no sense to go back to a country that's being exploited. I could see going back to Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, where they have taken control over their resources to build their infrastructure, and they have not given away deals where they only get 10% of the profits. 10% of the profits. And then with cost overruns, you're going to lose part of that to where they're going to be getting less than 1%. And they smile when they make these agreements. Their African leaders are smiling, making agreements that gives away their resources. Then they expect to be respected. Are you out of your ever loving mind? I'm going to end here. And I done broke it down. If you don't understand what's happening, then watch it over again. But this isn't rocket science. This is just common sense. You don't make contracts that gives away all your country's resources. Give your country resources to another country for 15 years. And and you're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars worth of resources. And your country isn't even going, your country will be lucky to profit maybe 100 million. If that. They're not even pretending that you're going to get anything out of it. And these people are smiling, especially like this, like the Nigeria president. He needs to be kicked up his ass for what he's doing. Talking about attacking Niger to help the French exploit Niger. I think the people in Nigeria, you should read those contracts, and then you'll know why you're being exploited. And see, Europe and the United States love exploiting you because most of your people aren't that educated. So they can run the game on you. And then they're showing you all these white movies to make you think that there's somebody that they're not. Hey, people in Africa, you have the internet. You have no one to blame but yourself for being poor now. You have no one to blame but yourself for being poor now. And these countries, your leaders that are giving away your resources are destroying your families and your livelihoods for decades to come, and you should overthrow them. You should overthrow them. It's only common sense because they are not working for you. Forget this democracy crap. Democracy doesn't even work in the United States, because if it was a democracy in the United States, Black people, African Americans would not have to fight for civil rights. We would not have to fight for voting rights. We had to fight to free ourselves out of slavery. Nothing was given to us. And we still have to fight to survive, to prevent white supremacists from doing to us what Israel is doing to the Palestinians. Drop this Christian rhetoric. Because understand this, Yahshua, who is Jesus, was a black man. He was black. He wasn't white. And white people have never given you anything but colonization, exploitation, and slavery. They gave it to you yesterday, they give it to you today, and they will give it to you tomorrow if you don't stand up for yourself. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.